Okay, I'm in this Facebook group called Afro-Germans in America or in Germany, and I was pretty curious to know how people of two cultures feel in Germany or in America. So I have been asking if you give me feedback, how do you feel being bi or multiracial in your society, so in America or Germany? Well, I got a lot of feedback. So it was a lot. And it was pretty mixed. But the most interesting was Margaret. So, she wrote in German. Okay, let me see. She is about 60 years old, what is actually very amazing because she was born practically after war. And that might be a little bit different after war, born in Germany. And she said, well, she never felt really accepted, and she was pretty hurt when it came in school to play and to be picked at last, and children didn't want to associate with her because she's being black. Well, actually biracial. She also says that she actually feels now pretty well in her skin, and she's very, very thankful to her grandparents and her parents to make her feel that way, how she feels now. And she's calling herself a black German because that's how she feels, that's how she is. And she doesn't think that Germany changed at all. Well, there's also a white German, but she has children from a black man, and she says that racism exists internationally. And all the mixed German and mostly German Americans say that they actually don't care anymore because they are who they are regardless of their skin color. Well, one says that racism is in the USA much more than in Germany. And he also says that there is racism against white people in Africa, but that's what he wants to say. Just, well, that is much worse than in Germany. And there's a woman, she's about my age, and she just feels like I feel that it was pretty hard when we were children to be accepted as we are, but now it's actually perfectly fine. And that she doesn't really recognize that she not different, but different treated than others. And she says that she refused to be reduced and reduce herself only to her color of her skin. She also said it is just a part of her. And so far, her negative experience of her skin color. She does not have negative experience of her skin color, and she's living in Germany since 1983. Well, she says she might be very lucky not to face those extreme racism against her. What I think society is really changing, and where I am from, I'm actually from a really tiny village, and we know how countryside is, and their mind is a little bit backward. It did change. We have a couple more mixed ethnicities there, and they seem to be fine. That's at least what I have seen with my niece playing with a also biracial child, and he seemed to have no problems to be integrated in this little society of that little village. Well, Unicum says he feels asocial. Maybe he doesn't feel integrated into the society because he does look different, and he is actually German, but people maybe don't recognize him as German because his skin color is not white. Well, I really appreciate the feedback I got from all those people, and it was very interesting to read their comments. Unluckily, it's really most of them in German, so yes. I think personally, as they already said, that racism is everywhere. Racism doesn't discriminate. It's not just against black people, it's everywhere where you go, people hate on each other, and it really doesn't discriminate. Thank you for listening.